Good evening all. I looked at the wrong way there already. We're not off to a good start. Good evening all. Hope we're all doing well. I've slightly moved webcam, which is here, and my laptop, and comments and chat, which is this side of the webcam. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully the sound is a little bit better than it was the last stream. I'm not too sure whether or not it actually will be, but we can live in hope a little bit on that one. I haven't managed to sort any actual soundproofing behind the screen, but I've just moved the mic a little bit and sorted some settings on that. So hopefully sound is a touch better, and then we'll look to improve that as the weeks go on. Slightly, yeah, as I say, tweaked setup a little bit. You can't see quite as much of the wheel as I would have liked, so hopefully I can try and sort that out. Otherwise, for all you know, I could actually just be racing on pad and just going like that and pretending I'm on pad. So I want you to be able to see a little bit more of the wheel, but I might have to kind of think that one through and work that out a little bit. But other than that, I think we're all good. So let's move this Allen key, because we've been sorting out the rig a little bit. The pedals are now a bit closer to me, which is good. The wheel has stayed exactly where it was because I was happy with the wheel, and the pedals are now kind of, I'm a bit more comfortable with things on that side of stuff, so that's good. Other than that, not too much has changed. I can see the chat, although I can't see the recent comments because my Streamlabs has been a pain. Open the window, help with the echo. Problem being, an absolute perfect timing, is that every 5 minutes there is a Boeing 747 decides to fly past my house, which is just through that window there. So it's really, really noisy. One thing that you want to do when you're streaming and creating content and videoing and filming and recording and all that sort of stuff is buy yourself a house. My laptop telling me the time there, is buying yourself a house right beneath a flight path for Newcastle International Airport. Not a very wise idea, but life goes on. All that I basically need is a bit of soundproofing. So I just basically need some foam sound treatment on the wall, and we will be okay. Let me have a quick look here at the weather radar. Tell you what it is. I am gonna. What tyre should we be on? I'm going to stick... I might live to regret this. I'm going to stick with the hard tyres for the first one. So we're back at the Nurburgring. Let's start there firstly. We're back at the Nurburgring. It's Nurburgring 24 hours. It is 2 laps. Fuel, I don't think, is an issue. But what we do have to be considerate about, or think about and be wary of, is the weather. So I can't see, or at the moment we can't see who's going out on what, but I'm going to be on the hard tyres to begin with. Now we're in the BRZ. That's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be racing, or what we're going to be racing in, I should say. And I'm looking forward to this one. It has been such a long time, and I'm glad that I'm back to streaming because I can catch the Nürburgring races. I think the last time, or the only other time that we've had this, I was actually in Mexico on holiday, so I definitely couldn't do any racing. But this week, what a treat. What an absolute treat. So, Alpha, how are we doing? Sorry, mate, I didn't even say hello to you when we started the stream there. My apologies. Picture awesome. I am happy with the picture. Yes, it is looking, dare I say it, and jinx myself, not too shabby. It is looking pretty decent, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's all good. But we're about to start our first race at the Nürburgring, where it may not be all good. So let's just be wary, shall we? Now, who's this behind me? Porsche. That is a mighty bit of speed off that Porsche. I was just going to say there, one thing that's never a clever idea is being at the outside of turn 2 at Nurburgring 24 hour, as we find out the hard way there. Let's see how we manage to fare up here. First race. Oh, that was a bit of contact there. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Ashton. I would like to say it will not happen again, but all I can say is I'll do my best. Oh dear. Go, go, go. Now, some of this here, I haven't raced the Nurburgring for so long, and some of this here is from memory of literally months ago, whenever the last time was that I've been around here, which I genuinely can't even remember. So what I do very cautiously need to keep a check of is also the weather, but it looks like it's faring up all okay at the moment. I was contemplating the inters, but I'm glad that I didn't. I think that weather, all in all, has pretty much passed us, to be honest. Oh, there's contact. Oh, I don't even know who was to blame on that one there. Bum draft this guy here in the Porsche. Taking it fairly easy on my side there, lifting quite a bit because I'm not sure. This is my first time driving this car around here as well, so I'm not too sure how that was going to hold up there, but we're all okay. John, how we doing, mate? Good evening. I'm going to catch everyone's comments, as we can imagine, more likely at the end of the race than anything else. I keep thinking there's a 7th gear in this car, but there isn't. Ooh. Lock up there and a bit of a slide. Tell you what though, BRZ handles, oh, I was just going to say handles very nicely. Ashton meeting almost the same fate that I did there. Right, P1 breaking away a bit now. Begs the question of whether or not we're going to have any weather that we need to watch out for in the second lap. Oh, you can't beat the Nurburgring though, can you? No, I didn't, James. Didn't set a time. 8:20 for you, Alpha. Nice. Is that, I'm assuming on this, because we were talking about the Nurburgring time trial last week, which I think is still on. But I know you got gold in that, Alpha, didn't you? So, job well done there. Probably don't need a brake there, but I just wasn't so sure. Oh, I'm onto the grass. Not where you want to be. Alright, we're behind a Porsche now. he jumps up out of the carousel. Away he goes, and we will have that. But look at the pace that he's got there. Don't make contact. Oh, big snap. One thing that I'm finding is this new physics update, which I drove on for the first time last week, and immediately was shocked by how the cars were handling. And then of course we said, oh yes, there is a huge or a bit of a physics update on the latest update. So I'm really noticing that, even from memory of months and months ago, whenever we last raced excuse me, last raced on the Nurburgring, I really am noticing the physics difference quite dramatically. You were able to overdrive the car in a lot of places. I said exactly the same thing about this update last week. Where you were once able to overdrive the car slightly, oh, big snap for the Porsche, you no longer can do that. You really can't. So, and there was many areas of the Nürburgring where you knew realistically you could absolutely push it without consequence, and now you cannot. So I'd argue that this physics update is one of the best that we've had in a while. Can't speak for the rest of the update because I haven't seen too much. I do know now that we have some endurance races as well, so that is good. That is very good news. Screwed everyone on PS4 on pad. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I did. I think I mentioned that actually, didn't I? Because I was doing the thumbnail on pad, and I noticed that all of a sudden it was very difficult to drive. I do find that compared to a wheel, the pad was always quite a bit easier. I think maybe now it is quite level, quite equal between the two. Getting so much time in the slipstream to the leader there. Well, the sun is out, so I don't think we have any worries about the weather now, or at least we certainly can't go in. We can't pit now, we'd look very foolish. Oh, 8 minutes 16 on the time trial, nice. Adam, how are we doing, mate? Good evening. Almost a bit wide there. Well, just through process of elimination and sort of survival of, I was going to say the fittest, but that's not quite the right word, survival of whoever can survive. We're now up to P8, I think it was P14 that we started, so not doing too bad. I don't think we've made an actual overtake though, other than maybe into turn 1 on the first lap. Oh, that's just not tidy at all. So he's watching the guys up ahead. P6 though could be on. Oh. Craig, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well, hope we're all well. Not too much of a lift there, but we might pick up quite a nice slipstream. Albeit slightly short-lived. Seconds to the leader. That is a pretty ridiculous gap considering it was about 7-8 seconds when we crossed the timing line to begin the race. I think the update as well, from what I feel, potentially puts a bit more of an emphasis again on braking in a straight line. That definitely feels. It was always the biggest change that I noticed on GT7. But I feel like I'm versus Sport. But I feel like I'm noticing that just a little bit more once again. Braking in a straight line, really difficult to get the car to do what you want it to do in terms of slowing down whilst taking even the slightest of corners. One of the most difficult corners on this track for me, that one. Nah. I'm really cautious out of there, since I nearly binned it on the last lap. So easy to spin the car there as well, because it's very unsettled through there. And this also is one of my most difficult corners on this track in my eyes. Just losing out to the guys up ahead there. P8 still at the moment. Someone saying there, try the BMW. Sparks, how we doing? Good evening. Good evening. Ooh, nearly onto the grass. Oh, there you go. Really struggling to put any turn. Of course there, braked just a touch too late. And too much there as well. Come on, settle down. We've got someone on us now. What's he in? Oh, he's in the Supra. Let's scrap with him, shall we? Oh no! We've got yellows out. Oh, I'm losing all the positions now. Snapped. Oh man. of damage there as well after that. P12. Bugger.
Oh man, P1's already finished the race. Look how far back we are. Consider that our warm-up though, shall we? 6 more subs for 500. Absolutely, we're getting there. Not too far off. I've decided as well that when I get to 1,000, so which hopefully I'll you know, get back onto the streams and the YouTube shorts and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully won't be too far away. I want to give away my G29, the Logitech G29. I want to give that away to either somebody looking to who is in need of an upgrade on their wheel, or to replace a broken wheel, or get themselves their first wheel. That's what I would like to do. So I'm planning on doing that for 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully we're not, you know, hopefully it doesn't take another 1.5 years to get there, like it has done about 1.5 years for 500. But yeah. Not a new wheel. What do you mean, Adam, when you say new wheelbase? Because this just has the... Well, you'll not really be able to see it on this, will you? But for the prime rig, what do you get? You get a couple of the options, but I just got the basic sort of flat thing that just goes between the two stands on the rig, and then this just bolts straight in. So there's no actual base for the wheel, unless you mean the actual wheelbase that the wheel goes into. Is that what you mean? Yeah, Adam, still on the T300. Yeah. So I upgraded everything else except the wheel and pedals. Well, I say upgraded everything else. I literally just bought a new rig, the Prime, a new cockpit. Sorry. Right then, first race done. I tell you what, I'm going to quickly put the fan on in here because all of a sudden it has gotten rather warm. What was people's recommendations? I'm probably going to stick with the BRZ just for one more race. I'm going to be streaming until 10, so we'll have another 4 races after that. So if you have any suggestions, then do make sure you get them in. Jag78, hello mate. Hope we are all well. How are we doing? Welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any suggestions for your good self, sir, on which car we should be in, I'll be disappointed if you do not suggest the Jag. But we'll stick with the BRZ for this next race, and then we'll have 4 more attempts. And in this, will I get? I'll not get a full lap in here, will I? So we'll take this easy. Look at that, Luna with a 810. Jeez. Alpha with an 820, there it is. Bibby 815. It's crazy the time difference, isn't it? It's like on the short, on the normal lap, it's like, oh, it's half a tenth, and then this one's like seconds difference. It just rained mid-lap on your qualifying lap. Oh dear. Surprised you're not watching Newcastle tonight. Yeah, it's yeah, all of their games, well, the few games for them now seem to be all midweek, doesn't it? I've got it recorded though. Because they played on Thursday, didn't they? They played Thursday. I was already at football. They played Thursday. They're playing tonight, and then I think it's Sunday, the next one, but I can't remember who they're playing. I feel like I want to say Chelsea. Are we playing Chelsea soon? Check the time trial and see how close you are to silver. I shall do that in just a sec, Alpha. I'm going to go switch the fan on because it's very warm in here. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, Leicester tonight. Yeah, that's right, Leicester tonight. And then I think our next game is Chelsea. On the Sunday, I think we play Chelsea. I might be wrong. Either way, I will be watching the Monaco Grand Prix, so... Newcastle will hopefully relegate Leicester tonight. Oh, there we go then. I didn't realise we might have been doing that. Why do you say hopefully relegate? What you got against Leicester, James? Right, now that BRZ, I was quite a fan of that BRZ. I don't know if it's the best in race, because it leaves you pretty vulnerable on a lot of the straights. So I'm wondering, actually, maybe it's not quite the best in the race. I'll tell you what, actually, because considering we have ourselves an update and all that sort of stuff, let me jump in the Porsche, because it's the car that I know best, and I feel like I'll be able to best judge. Oh, because your mate's a Leicester fan. Monaco probably will be cancelled. Oh, why is that? Is it because they're all watching the Newcastle match, or they want to see if Newcastle gets top 3? Why is that then? Are they also having a nightmare with weather and all that sort of stuff? Are they, or use BMW M6 endurance model? Right on. Oh, there we go. Here's a bit of rain. Right, I'll jump in the M6 after this then, John, if that's all right. I feel like if I jump in the Porsche as well, this might give me a bit of... I feel like I might have a slightly better reference on kind of this update to sort of try and wrap my head around this a little bit. We've got quite a bit of rain here, but I think it's still okay for the hard tyres. Oh, for the weather over in Monaco as well. Okay, right. Yeah, because the Indy 500 is way more interesting. I watched a bit of the Indy 500 for the first time the other night. And it's only because... Oh. It's only because now I've got proper Sky and BT Sport that I decided that I thought I'm going to get my money's worth. So now I've just got Sky F1 on like constantly in the house. I've ended up watching all sorts of series. I've watched the Ferrari. There's the Ferrari Championship, which they're all in the 458. There's the some of the W series, the F2. I've watched like a load of F2 races. Just whatever's like on being rinsed and repeated on Sky F1 during the day, and what's the and the Indy 500 of course as well. So I've also been watching. There's been a bit of the MotoGP on as well, or the British Superbikes rather. Sorry, not MotoGP, British Superbikes. So I've been watching a little bit of that as well, which makes you realise, like, just crazy, absolutely crazy. Probably going to die on hards in the wet. Yeah, I know. It's not something that I would recommend, that's for sure. Woohoo! Downloaded the GT7 dashboard on your phone. Yeah, the British Superbike. I'd never really watched it, Craig, to be honest. And then, I'd never really watched it. I could, again, kind of like most things, if I didn't fully understand it from the off, then I'd struggle to appreciate it. F1 was like that. But actually, I'll tell you what. Actually, one of the things that recently this week, what actually got me into in the past sort of week or so in the British Superbikes. There's a lad that I did a video for who's running the Great North Run, and he's doing it in memory and a charity that was set up in Chrissy Rouse's name. So for anybody who doesn't know, Chrissy Rouse was, I think on his I want to make sure I get it right, but I feel like I might not. I have edited the video and finished it now, but He's running in memory of Chrissy Rouse and on behalf of a charity that's being set up in his name. And for those who don't know, Chrissy Rouse, I think, was on his way into the British Superbikes, or he possibly was already racing in British Superbikes. I can't remember which it was, and I wish I could say for definite and get it right. But yeah, so it was at Donington, and he had a crash. I think it was the first lap at Donington in October. So I don't know what race that was in sort of what part of the season, if it was coming up to the end of the season or not. But yeah, he had an accident, crash on the first lap and passed away, taken to hospital and actually put into a coma. I've met Chrissy Rouse. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he was racing in the superbike class. There you go. So I think that might have been the season that he was in, and then maybe his hope was to get to British Superbikes. I can't remember. He was still teaching. He was still a part-time maths teacher, I think, during the week, and then the Thursdays and the Fridays, or whichever days, he would be racing or setting up in practice sessions and all the rest of it for the weekend ahead. So, but yeah, his cousin is Jacob is running the Great North Run for or in memory of Chrissy Rouse. Plug my controller in as well. But yeah, and it was of all the things to really make me appreciate the British Superbikes or any kind of motorbike racing, was editing that video for Jacob to kind of raise awareness of why he was running and his donation links and all that sort of stuff. So of all the things to get me into it, I was very shocked that kind of was it. But I'd just finished doing the video, and then I went on to Sky F1 and British Superbikes was on. So I thought, you know what, I'll sit and watch it and kind of see what they're, actually sit and appreciate it. Oh, this is full wet. This, I'm gonna have to be quick here. I'm gonna have to be really quick here. Right, we got the wet tyres on. I feel like I might have only needed intermediates, but if we look at this here, we've got so much rain on the way. So, better safe than sorry. Tom Sykes top low. USB this year. Oh, where? No way, that's class. Sold some what? Does that say mowers? What, like lawn mowers? Yeah, I should have gone Inters. I probably should have gone Inters, but we're starting at the back. There'll be a lot of people making mistakes. If I take it easy, I might be okay. Oh, is that right, Craig? Paddock's much friendlier bike racing compared to car racing. Yeah, there's a load of people on the not heavy enough for full wets. Yeah, I was banking on the fact that there's a lot of rain on the way. It looks like it's going to be the whole race is going to be wet, I think. But at least I know I'll be able to push kind of throughout the whole lap. I'll not be having to judge and watch too much of the weather radar, because at least I know I'm covered really. That was a bit stupid. I almost just went to go brake at exactly the same braking point. Oh, he spun behind me, or he nearly did. See, look at this. People going off all over the shop. Oh, ho, ho, ho. As you rejoin. People going off all over the shop. I am absolutely laughing here. I'm just waiting for someone to come in and skittle me out of the way. Oh, look at this. Wonderful. There's one of them Boeing 747s about to fly over the top of the house. Even with my headphones on, I can hear it. Oh, almost lost it. Oh, this is tremendous. This is tremendous. Up to P6. Couldn't ask for anything better here so far. Take this nice and easy though. Take all of the Nurburgring easy, to be fair. See the difference there. Look at that. I'm on the wet tyres, and even as soon as I hit or drop off the dry track, how quickly the car still wants to spin around and how much grip it really does lose. Still got to try and push a little bit though, because I don't want to lose too much time to the leader. I'm wondering if the leader is actually on. I wonder if the leader is on inters, or he might be on. I'm gaining to him quite a bit. I don't know if he's just battling, but I can't quite work that one out. He's not on hards, surely not. Let's go. Use TC in the wet? Of course not. Why would I do such a thing? Oh. I'm about to find out why I would do such a thing, I think. No. Ah, we're all good. We're all good. Not a bother. This guy's going to be rather brave. I'm going to let him stay on the outside for as long as he dares. I'm going to come off the... Oh well, that'll do. So I came off the brakes earlier there, thinking that he would carry on, but he also braked and lifted at the same time. So 7.2 to the lead. Here we go. 7 seconds to the lead. Tom, what's going on? Oh, this is where it's about to backfire though, because now we've got no rain. Oh. Now we've got no rain at all. Anyone sensible is using TC in the wet. It says it all then, mate, doesn't it? That says it all. Anybody sensible? Whoa! Oh, there we go. That would have been handy to not have done that. That would have been quite helpful to keep that on the track there. Oh man, got a lot of damage now. How can it go from being all of that rain to being that sunny? We're going to have to pit for the hard tyres now at the end of this lap. So John was right, although I need to ask how John was able to predict the future. I feel like he's had some insider knowledge from the sky there, because I was convinced that looked as if the rain was set for the whole race. But yeah, John was right. No need for full wets. Inters absolutely would have done. We're still up to P7 though, and we're still making decent time and decent sort of, well, minus the crash. Minus the crash, that definitely cost us a lot of time. Dry enough for slicks now. Although I'm surprised at how quickly the track has dried. I really thought it would have taken a bit longer. like in terms of realism and reality here, I really thought that it would have took quite a bit longer to dry than what it actually has. Like as soon as it stopped raining, this track was like pretty much good to go, which feels a bit of an exaggeration, but never mind. Oh. Right, the question now is, what are people going to do? Are they going to go onto the slicks at the end of this lap? Or are they going to stay on their inters? There's a chance that if you're on inters, it could be worth just staying on them. But I think if you're someone like me on the full wets, then slicks is definitely the way to go. What do we think? What do we reckon? Set weather radar to what? To 50 miles. Oh yeah, I did have it on 50 miles, if that's what you mean, to see the rest of the rain, but literally the whole radar was like blue. The whole radar was blue, so I was quite sort of surprised that it's cleared that quick. The weather, quite literally, considering it's took only 6 minutes. Oh Jesus, what's going on up ahead here? We're about to pass somebody who is or isn't on the track. He's just spinning around back there. Right, what do we think? I need to know tyres. I think slicks is going to be the way to go, I think. Yeah, someone's in on inters. So if somebody's going in on inters, we've definitely got to go in on the wets, haven't we? Yeah, slicks, 100%. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get a drink as well. Although Tom and JH24 have not pitted. They've carried on. Oh, you absolute div. Why didn't you think that the pit lane would have been wet? Oh, you knacker. You absolute fool. Please don't say it. I'm the only one that made that mistake. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, oh, nah. Oh, I tell you what, that's actually pretty lethal. Oh well, that's just thrown away a good result very quickly. Oh man. What the hell? Oh. Is it the same for all these guys, do we think? Oh no! That is horrific. That is horrific. I'm 1 minute behind the leader now. Oh my word, it was going so well. How my race has turned. Oh man. No. I can't believe that. Can't believe that. Greg, how are we doing? You have not tuned in at the right time, mate. I bet you clicked on this video. Oh no. Just as I was coming out of the pits, I managed to spin it. Guarantee it. Track looked quite dry, it did. It really did. And I don't think it's too bad. It's just as soon as you're off that dry line, you really can't step off of it, to be honest. Oh no, come on. Right, let's see if I can catch up to just anybody. 3-second penalty as well on the final straight. That's going to be brutal. Well, now it's definitely dry enough for slicks, but I've kind of messed up any opportunity of a decent result already. Oh, don't put it on the grass. Oh, it's on the grass. Oh, no! All the damage. Offline looks soggy, just a bit. Just a bit. That is no good to me, that. Well, we know for the next one. We know for the next one. 1 minute 28. Oh my god, I thought I was going to be able to catch up with those guys because I thought, oh, they may be still running on the inters. How wrong I was. James isn't happy about something. Oh! Oh! What a save. What a difference a lap makes, exactly. I don't know what made me think. It all went downhill when I came out of the pits and for whatever reason decided to absolutely floor it. That was where I went wrong. And then it kind of all went a bit downhill from there. Oh no. No. Ah. How brutal. How brutal can one track be? I forgot you. That means, yeah, you'll be racing the British Heart Foundation again, James. That's good. I forgot you were finally on to GT7. You'll be on these races then all week, are you? You're like me, you love the Nurburgring. Oh, God. P12 from where I was up to P6. Oh no, how have I done that as well? I was up to P6. Absolutely rinsing everybody who was binning it on the first lap in the wet. And then it dries out and all of a sudden I can't keep it on the track. How does that work? Raging. Oh, and a 3-second penalty. I want to watch what I'm doing here because I might actually end up P13. This is going to be brutal. Oh no! Go, 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 go. How's the Nurburgring treating me? Not very nice, Bob. I'll be honest. Not very nice. We were doing absolutely mega at the start of this race, and then it all went downhill when I decided to spin it in the pit lane, or on the way out of the pit lane. Oh, there we go, we get timed out anyways. Wonderful. And that is just what you want. Oh dear. Oh, positions raised 4. We literally started from the back as well, and I would have been up, I could have been up to P6. Started from the back. Oh man, shambles. Shambles. We'll start that one again though. I'm gonna have to go for it again, I reckon. Oh man, right. Who? John was recommending the BMW, weren't you, mate? Is this really a good idea? When I think about it, the BM is actually like absolutely brutal. I'm not going to get to set a quali time as well. I'm going to have to get a quali time set, I think. Hello. Starting from the back is good fun. Right, let's see how this handles. Has this actually been... I hope this has been sorted in the update to actually have a bit of stabilisation from those rear wheels. Because this used to be absolutely lethal once it snapped on you. BMW awesome. Depends which M6 you're in. Well, we're in the endurance model for this one. Let's try not to hit the wall, shall we? So I was still wheel spinning all the way through second there. I think it's managed alright. I'm actually going to purposely try to spin the car here. And kind of try and save it and just sort of understand where I'm at with it a little bit. Can I brake mega late in here? Yeah, kind of. Just a little bit too short, but I just want to try and find the limits a little bit. Oh, here comes a bit of rain. Why not? It's normally second gear, of course, that's the most lethal in this thing. It feels like it has settled down a little bit. There used to be some corners coming out of where you just, it was sort of just hit and hope. If you just had, it was always if you had just a little bit too much steering input, that the car would spin, but you could never, there it goes, I'll put that down to the wet weather, but you could never quite tell like where the limit was of your steering input. On a straight line it was normally alright, it would wheel spin kind of, I would almost say like any other car, but if you could never know how much steering input you could have on the way out of the corners while you're trying to put your foot down, and you would only ever find out what the limit was when you spun. And you go, alright, well, that was it there. But then some other corners you'd think, there's no way I can kind of push this, and it would be absolutely fine. I always found that it was almost a little bit unpredictable. A bit like what the Supra used to be at one point in time. So we can keep this flat. Yes, we absolutely can. Yeah, BM feels pretty mega. Completely developed on the Nurburgring. Yeah, it feels pretty pretty solid, to be fair. See if I can not brake here, except for the obvious bit. Oh, there we go. To be fair, if I managed to not put that on the grass, I probably could have got round without braking there. I just needed to lift a little bit earlier, turn a little bit earlier. Right, this is where I binned it, of course, in the Porsche on the race there. Oh, save it? No, it's gone. Oh God. Right, we'll have to have a pretty good check of the weather before the next one and sort of make best judgment based on knowing how the last race turned out as well. Might lead me to try what might end up being a wrong strategy, but oh, that's one of those ones there where it's like, how much steering input can I keep in here while accelerating? Not helped when you're having to second guess it with the rain as well. BMW turns like the QE2. This is the thing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like on the really tight corners, it feels like it struggles. But on the medium to high speed, it feels, you know, it feels fairly solid. Definitely cars that turn a bit easier than it, but it's the power that you've got on the straights with this thing as well. Or at least it used to be. I don't know if it's been nerfed slightly. Let's just leave that there for a little bit, shall we? Too much juice. Just a bit in most corners, to be fair. I tell you what, though, now that we've got Nurburgring endurance layout, I don't know what the difference is with the endurance layout, though. I think it misses a fair portion of the GP layout, doesn't it? It's the sprint layout, is it? I think I'm right in saying it's the sprint layout of the GP circuit when you're on the actual Nurburgring. Right, let's have a quick look at the weather. Right, as far as we can see, we're fine to be on the hard tyres. So let's do that. I just wanted to see where the pit lane how early the pit lane barriers was enforced there, or track limits I should say. Right, let's go. Predictions on this one. Starting P12, what do we reckon? Let's aim for a top 6, shall we? Although it's a dry race, so who knows? Top 6. We gotta go for it. We'll aim for top 6. Let's get your guesses in. Let's do it. Oh, big concertina there. Oh, around goes somebody. Definitely going to go at the inside here. I've committed already to this one. Elbow was out a little bit, but that one had to be done. Couldn't be losing time there, and then those guys have dropped and grouped together quite nicely, so that works out. goes the Porsche. Oh no. Oh. Right, P8. Both of us making the same mistake there. Bugger. Bugger. Let's go again. Side by side there, that was class. Oh no. Moved across there. Oh, I love but I hate this track at the same time. It's like in equal measure. I love the idea of driving the Nurburgring, and then I'm actually driving the Nurburgring, and then I think, I hate this track. Why do I do it? Why do I do it? Oh, wheel spinning all the way through second gear there. Come on, let's go. go. This is where James is normally on to say tap tap. Make sure we give this guy a bit of space, yeah. Just going to go straight to the inside. I'm hoping that he's out broke though. I don't think he has. Oh, I've got to be super careful there not to spin out. I didn't have the right angle there. Hug the wall, yeah. That's not what you wanted, 110 mile an hour. Story time. No worries, John. Catch you in a bit, mate. I'll probably catch you at the end of this lap. It takes that long to get round here. Oh, here is someone off. Are we going to get round him? Thankfully we do. Big speed difference there, but we get past. Oh, I do like this BM. I've got to say that it's been a little bit of a challenge in places, but overall I would say it's fairly mega. I don't know what it would be like exactly in the rain. We did have a practice lap of it in the rain, of course, but... Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That is not very good, that. Man, you can't do that. I'm going to hope that you just didn't see us, just didn't see me. I really hope is the case, but... Oh, how are we doing? Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we're all well. What a moment to join, exactly. Perfectly timed as always, Ark. That is horrendous. Oh, it's another pretty bad race, to be fair. I tell you what, should we quit out of this one and should we try and set a lap time for the next race, do we think? What do we reckon? Might affect my DR, yeah I know, but at this rate, who cares? Are you seeing how badly the stream's been going so far? I'd probably stick with the BM though. I probably really would stick with this car. Nearly finished now anyway, aren't we really? Right, now we'll quit. DR means nothing in this game. Yes, I can 100% agree with that one. Right, I'm going to stick with the BM. Wherever it is. Oh, man. Right, let's try and set a lap. If I get 2 minutes into this lap... Oh, it's raining. Oh man, it's raining. Well, this quali's just going to be horrific then, so that was not worth it at all. In the American lobbies, B is quite clean, but the racing's easier. I need to go over to the American lobbies then. Oh, I can't believe it's raining on the quali lap now. Nightmare. Followed under yellow flags. you got overtaken and then they got no penalty. Every time I do that, every time I overtake under yellow flags, even if it's the car that's crashed, I seem to get a penalty. Like, what's all that about? Honestly, man. And now it's fine. Oh no, maybe it's just not, but it's still dry tyres. Right, let's go. If I get a minute into this, I've basically got to have a clean lap. If I don't bin it around the actual GP circuit, then I know that we're not starting again, and we've got to go for it throughout this whole lap. I think weather-wise we're going to be okay. It's just a little bit damp in places. Right, let's go. Might just have to take it, yeah, just have to take it slightly easier to begin with, whilst the track dries out. Stay off the sausage, indeed. No. I think, to be honest, well, I can't really restart it now anyway, but we'll just complete this lap no matter what, of course. See where we are, and we can always try and improve later on. That was a big snout. I don't even think you would have seen that or kind of realised that, but I felt that through the wheel there. No! Save it. Go, 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 go. Come on. There we go. I think I'm getting the same treatment that James had earlier. Rain in the middle of your quali lap. That is not what you want. When you know that some of the times you're competing against is people who have had a completely dry lap. Oh God, come on. Oh, I'm losing a lot of time now. Look how much earlier I'm having to brake, how easy I'm having to take it around these corners, how late I'm getting on the power, and how much I'm wheel spinning through the gears. All of which completely obliterates lap time, of course. Oh dear. Oh no! That is not as close as I wanted that. That is too close for comfort, like that. Look at this though, this is going to be like an 8-minute 30 if I'm lucky. This is going to be a pretty horrific lap time with that rain. No actual accidents, no crashes, just so much slower around the track. Very wet at the end of the lap. ACC when? Soon! I know I've said that for far too long. I've said soon for about 6 months. When's DW getting on ACC? Yes, very good question. I did make a deal with James that when he gets on to Gran Turismo 7, even though I already had ACC, I was saying that when you do that, I will get it streamed. I need to get it sorted for sure. Now that we've got Nurburgring this week though, I'm going to do another stream on Friday hopefully. And then, yeah, that's going to be like an 8:35, 36, almost a 37. Bosh. Right, an 8:36. It's probably still going to qualify me back of the grid, I think. Deal is a deal. No, you're absolutely right, mate. 100%. Deal. Excuse me. Deal is a deal. We will get onto it for sure. I just don't know. I just don't know when. You made the deal, I just stuck to it. Yeah, that's true. I need to honour it. It was my idea. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and do another stream on Friday. I actually keep forgetting that I've got AC seats because I don't have the physical disc. I've downloaded it, so. But yeah, I will get onto that as soon as I can do. When that is, I don't exactly know, but as soon as I can. Here we go then. We got we're P8. We're 10 seconds off the pace, but it's just because we're the only one to have qualified out of the bottom half of the grid. Jesus. Right. Which way is that rain coming in? It's coming towards us, that. I'm going to guess inters. Right. Few people on inters, few people on hard tyres. Slightly mixed up grid. There's a potential that it doesn't need inters. Keen to see what people think on this one, but we're middle of the grid, so hopefully we can kind of maybe make it count. There's another 747, 757. I'm going to know my aeroplanes quite a bit by the time I've lived in this house for a little while. Jet 2, that one. Right, inters. Oh, you've got to be kidding. We got no rain. We've got no rain. Well, that weather radar was a load of crap then, wasn't it? During the practice. How does that work? Oh, it's going away as well, this rain, I think. Yeah, it is. We're on the wrong tyre. We're on the wrong tyre. Well, that's annoying. There's a few people on inters as well, though, so... Bugger. Tell you what, that Porsche's got some beastly acceleration about it, hasn't it? Oh! Oh, we're all, everybody hitting everybody. Not my fault, guys, not my fault. Go, 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 go. Right, we lose just one position. This Porsche's going to have much better acceleration than me, not only because it is a Porsche, but because I am on the inters. Just don't have the grip. Just do not have the grip. I'm going to keep a check on that weather radar as it goes, though, as the race goes on. Don't hit me. Oh. We've also seen that one coming, couldn't we? We've got really light rain at the minute, but it's still grippy enough for the slicks, which is why you can actually see me, ironically, sliding about everywhere on the inters. Right, this is going to be a pretty difficult lap with the Nurburgring then, on inters in the dry, whilst everybody else is on the slicks. couple of people binning it though. Exactly what happened to you onto the inters because you thought the rain was coming yet. Well, judging by the warm-up, you would absolutely think that there was plenty of rain coming. In fact, there was on the radar plenty of rain. So that's what made me think this sounds like a sensible idea. Switch to the inters and look where it's got me. Back of the grid. There's absolutely no rain coming by the looks of it. I'm going to keep an eye on this though, because if I go into the pits at the end of this lap, I'm going to be pretty gutted if it starts raining and I'm then on the slicks. I'll not be happy with myself then. Two bits of contact in one there, in one corner. Dirty trick. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what on earth's happened to you, buddy? Settle down. What's annoying as well is that then tyre wear is pretty horrendous on this one set of inters, and I'm going to have to pit. That's the other thing. I think I'm actually probably better off just staying on these tyres, annoyingly, than having a, what, 30-second pit stop. the pits, haven't I? Running at the back again. No good. Oh, it's guaranteed to rain on lap 2. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Pretty annoying that, because then we're going to have a 30-second pit stop. Fall to like a minute behind the leader. And then have to hope for the best from there. So, really, really not ideal. And now we're right down at the back of the grid. My aim here is just to not finish last. In true James May fashion, I'm going to try not to get lapped the way this race is going. Messed that right up. Right, let's set another lap. Or try to set another lap. Who knew the Nurburgring could be this annoying? Who knew? Let's try again. Right, we've got to try and beat Alpha's time. He had an 8:20. Let's try and beat Alpha's time. Let's go. Oh, why is it raining? Oh, for God's sake, honestly. Has everybody else just managed to set their lap in the dry and mine's the only one in the fucking rain? To be honest with you, I quite liked the BM, Adam, to be honest with you. It wasn't as bad as it used to be. That's for sure, but I just don't recommend driving on a dry track on inters. Then it definitely wants to kill you. Oh man, what's the other races by the way? Oh, M3 at Goodwood. Ugh. Horrific. Right, let's try again. BRZ, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Let's have no rain on this quali session. Let's hope for the best. Whee! There we go. That's a bit better. That's what I was hoping for. Right, let's go. Oh, I'm not doing the Nurburgring time trial. Jesus Christ, this is frustrating enough as it is. Right, we've got a bit of rain all the way over to the west side there. we might as well start again. If we're going to get it right, let's you know, we've got enough time, so let's make sure we at least get the first few turns right, set ourselves off on with a good start. That would help. Jesus Christ, come on. Stop being silly. Feel like we're getting there now. Just needed those first couple of corners. Set myself up for the rest of the lap. Are you racing in next season, British Art Foundation, Adam? I certainly hope so. Jesus, that should be 2 seconds quicker there. In fact, that should be a 1:10. That should literally be 3 seconds quicker. Oh my God. Oh God, Chaos will cane you in the Supra. Oh no! I can't drive that. Why? What is going on? Literally, all of a sudden I can't drive this car. I can't drive any car on the Nurburgring anymore. I don't know what is going on. I think it's because I know I've got one lap to like make it count as well. That's the problem. Can't hack the pressure. Right, come on. This has to be it now. Just whatever happens has to be this lap. Let's play our usual game. See if you can guess my quali time. I'll be kind on this one though, you just have to get, we'll say that the first decimal place, so 836.7 is all you would need to get. So if you can get it right. I'm aiming for that 820 that Alpha got, but I feel like I'm going to be already off the pace, so maybe it's a 22 or a 23. Anything that is an improvement on the 836 that I currently have. Let's go, get your guesses in. What's it going to be? That's better, that's better, that's better. Go, 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 go. Should have been a three-way battle for the championship. It should have been. Absolutely should have been. I just couldn't have been any more unlucky with the timing of getting rid of the first rig, moving house, needing this one set up, and all that sort of stuff. Definitely killed the climax. Could have absolutely been on for, well, all three of us could have been on for a win all the way up until the last race for sure. Absolutely. Right, here we go. We're actually made it on to the Nurburgring now, which is literally taken me more time than it would to get onto here than it would take to actually complete a lap of the Nurburgring. Let's go, come on. Is that what Chaos is in, by the way, I'm assuming, for the British Heart Foundation in the Super? Me and Jonathan are in the Merc. Although, as I found out the other night, I was wishing that that was the Merc. What is it? The 2020 model, or the 21, or the 22, or the 23 model, whatever it is. The new model that's just been added to the game, because it felt pretty decent. You idiot! You absolute idiot! No, 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 no! Oh man! Fuck! Oh, for God's sake, man! Layla's obviously finished watching all of her programs on Netflix now downstairs. Oh, dead indeed. It's alright when that's happening like 30 seconds into the lap, but when it's happening 4 minutes in, it's a little bit brutal. Keep the t-shirt. Well, it depends what your guess was, James. Still all to play for. What was your guess, actually? 8:30. To be honest, mate, I think that's still doable. That 36, remember, was set in wet conditions, so don't forget that. Yes, we've had a bit of a bin, but a slight accident. However, for the rest of the lap, one, I promise I will not bin it, but for the start of the lap and the rest of the lap, sorry, there's obviously been no rain slowing us down. Although just as he says that, it looked a bit damp there, didn't it? No! Oh, YouTube corner as well. That's it. I'm going viral on YouTube. Binning it at the Nurburgring. I give up. Give up. Too much speed into there. I knew I'd bin that one straight away. Oh, man. Oh, John, you and Chaos in the suit right now. That is a pretty decent team. What an absolute treat. Did you refresh livery for the new Merc? Oh, so are we in the... Are we in that one then, John? Sorry. Or... I didn't think you bothered because I thought you said we were stuck with the original one. Nil-nil half time. Is that the Newcastle score? Not too shabby. Adam had guessed an A31.6. James had guessed an A30 treble 5. Bibby, how we doing, mate? Been a while. It has indeed, mate. Has indeed. Got an 8:15 in the 8. Yes, actually, I saw your time earlier up on the board. Rico sacked Amy. What do you mean? That's no good. Pecked your head. So he did the new Merc. Oh, get in. What a belter. Yeah, baby, it's yeah, struggling. It's God, it's been so long since I've been raced on the Nurburgring. I think that's part of the problem. But yeah, I can't even blame the new setup anymore because I've been on it for quite a while now. So that's a little bit annoying. Oh, have I just? Oh, I got a meeting tomorrow. I forgot about that. Just as well that reminder came up. That's annoying. Oh well, I'm up early anyway. Hopefully I'm in your next race. Fingers crossed. Let's have a look. Are you on here? Max Verstappen. Oh right. Is the weather radar even worth looking at for this? I'm sticking with the hard tyres. Is it even worth going off that? I don't know. Ejected her for causing carnage while being lapped. Oh my, oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think you're in this one then, baby. But good luck if you're racing as well. Well, you must be, because you were thinking you might have been in this lobby. So good luck for yours, mate. Right, P10 this one. I tell you what, I'm gonna make this the last one. What time are we? It's 9 o'clock now. I've finished half an hour early. I've got a little bit of work and stuff to do after this. So let's make this the last race, but let's hope that it's a good one. We're in the BRZ. I'm hoping that we're going to be okay for weather. It looks like it's moving away. So I think we should be alright. Hope anyway. I'm gonna get launched. There it is. Oh, I didn't get launched as much as I thought it was going to be, but still tapped quite a bit there. Oh, go on, get turned. Go, go, go. Oh, knew that was going to happen there. Absolutely knew that was going to happen. That whole corner, I was trying to avoid him there. I could just tell that that was going to happen. I ran further and further into that corner, trying to avoid the front end of him there. And then when we actually get onto the straight, drifts out wide, and then away we go. Oh, for God's sake, that's all this night has been. So frustrating that. This guy's going to unghost. I was just going to say at the most inconvenient of times, but... Oh, man. Pushing too hard. I knew that was going to happen. I absolutely knew that was going to happen there. Front wing damage as well. Or front body damage. Not an F1. Alright, let's just see what we can do. Damage limitation again. As it has been for the whole night. What do you want? What are you doing? What the hell's that? Galaxy, Bora Galaxy, get in. Yeah, it's fine, it's alright. Thank you. Cheers. Shifted up to 6, but then it's just does nothing on this. It's such a gradual incline, but it's enough to just make every car struggle at top end. Oh, here we go then. Oh. Trying to work out there if he was like actually letting me past in sort of to apologise or if he was going to try and fight and defend that one. Oh, that's my phone ringing. Or buzzing or texting. Ah, man. I think I'm going to give up on this whole streaming thing. How annoying is this? Oh, man. Go, go, go. One more nudge here. man. How to put livery on a car. Yeah, I'll show you, mate. You need to go to your... In fact, I can't even remember. GT Auto. Oh, no, you need to load your styles first, so you need to go to Discover. Same as you would have done on GT Sport for the Discover bit, and then find the livery, add to your collection, and then you go to GT Auto, and then I think it's like it's either livery or it's body. I think it's and then you load a style, as it's called. We've got 6 seconds to the guy up ahead. I feel like this engine's about to top out here. No! You got a bit more than 6 seconds to the guy ahead. Oh, I'm getting close to giving up. Oh, and I'm last. What do you know? No, right, I give up. Right, I can't end the stream on a rage quit, but... Oh, man. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, man. This really couldn't have gone any worse, could it? Damage all over. Are we sorted the dates, have we, for British Heart Foundation? I'll have to have a little look. I'm away the first week of June as well. Sorry, the second weekend of June. I'm away to Download Festival. Bosh. Right, I give up. I give up. Nurburgring is too hard. Right. Fourth. Oh, full calendar's on there, right? I'll check out the calendar then, because yeah, I've got I think there's only the second weekend of June. I'm definitely away. After that, I think I should mostly be okay, but I'll have to have a look at the dates and double check. Oh yes, good shout, James. Get Craig to replace you for the first week. Couldn't ask for a better stand-in. That'll do. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I'm in a bit of a rage and a bit of a huff over the Nurburgring, making an absolute fool out of me. I did put a poll on at the start. If anybody guessed 5 times in every race, then I think you would have been correct. That is rather tragic set of races that we've just had there. But hopefully I'll be back on Friday. Although I may not after this. I might just burn my rig instead. I'll be back on Friday. Hopefully we can have a slightly better stream there, or in terms of at least slightly better races. It's been a good stream as always. Appreciate everybody tuning in as always. And yeah, I shall hopefully see everybody on Friday. Have yourselves a good week. And if I don't see you on Friday, then have yourself a good weekend also. There's lots of Nations Cup and manufacturers and all that sort of stuff that's kind of coming up and starting. I need to get all of that in my diary as well. I want to do as many of those as possible in terms of, you know, making sure that all those races get streamed. I'd really like to be able to stream as much as I possibly can now. All of this sort of stuff. Quick before you go on then. Let's have a quick look at the liveries. I was just going to sort it afterwards, but let's have a little look so we can also say a huge thank you to John as always. Which one was it again, John? Sorry, let me scroll back up. Let me have a look back up. New liveries. Is this for the Merc? Is that for this Merc? Yeah, because I've got it. Or not? Is it the Merc that I'm in? Styles. It annoys me that it does that, and then. Oh no, it's my items. I want following. No, I want shared items. Whee! Is that the? I just seen that there. Is this the one that we want? Shared items or not? No. Oh, I can't even remember now. What's going on? Content search. Following. That's what I meant to do. Right. Okay. Right, John, where are you? If I view your profile here, I should be able to do that, shouldn't I? User page. Newsfeed. Whee! There we go. Right. Let's have a little look. Where's mine? Oh, that's a nice one. Will mine be on here, John? Aha! GTR 18. Bosh. Get that in the collection. Here he's there. And then, was there another one, John? Or did you mean new for the GTR or new for the Merc for the British Art Foundation? Which one did you mean? Oh, new Merc and GTR 18. Right, okay, so where's the new Merc one then? Let's do that. There we go. Right. Let's find this a bit easier now. Merc. There it is. Right, we got there in the end. Sorry about that, mate. That took me far too long to find. Right, this is how you do it, James. Listen up. Collection. Close. Come back out to the main menu. Then GT Auto. Car customization. Bosh, we're getting there now. We're getting there. Load style. Collection. Bosh. That one there. Oh. Have I done that right? Apply style. Have I done that right? Have I picked up the right one? Is that the right one? I think that's it. And then job is a good one. Unless... Oh, no. Because we're in the new Merc. Sorry, let's get it all right. I thought that didn't update the style. Sorry, John. Sorry. Right. Let's do that again. Excuse me. Garage. Select the correct car. 20. There we go. Right. Now we're cooking. Let's go. Car customization. Load style. Yes. Right. Thank God for that. Sorry, John. That took me a little while, didn't it? New Merc. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I got there in the end. Looks easy enough. It certainly is. There we go. 19,000 credits. It's getting more expensive. There we are. Excuse me. What an absolute treat. British Art Foundation Racing. We got number 75. All the British Art Foundation logos. That is mega. The Affinity Racing logos. Or the Affinity logo. We got Iron Maiden, Newcastle. We got my name. Racing name. Artie Fanati. We got everything. We got the lot. That looks absolutely mega. And in the same Affinity Racing red as well. What an absolute treat. John, as always, mate, hugely appreciated. What an absolute hero. Thanking you very, very much. We're going to call it a night there. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I shall catch you all on... when will I catch you? I don't even know. Friday, that's the one. I'll catch you all on Friday for Nurburgring once again, but hopefully a better night than what this has been in terms of races, at least, because that's been pretty poor results. So there we are. Right, hopefully everybody's enjoyed it. Appreciate you all tuning in. Catch you all on Friday, hopefully. If not the weekend, if not sometime later. And yeah, have yourself a good week, and I shall see you all in a little bit. Oh, I nearly clicked the wrong button there. I'm well out of practice on streaming. I nearly clicked end stream, but we need our outro. Here it is. Who remembers the outro? 3, 2, 1. Here we go.